Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for October 2024. We're going to jump right in here. You have this leg up card and this Y card. I love the leg up card. It can say that you're like receiving a boost or, people or something is helping to boost you up in life, which is great. And you also have this Ten of Wands, which makes it even better. The Ten of Wands can represent trying to do too much on your own. And so with that leg up card, you could be getting some assistance and or help. And this help could be kind of like giving you a boost is kind of the feeling that I get here. The Y card is about asking why. And so maybe some of you need to ask more questions of a situation. I'm still not sure what that situation is. We'll see what comes up in this reading and see if we can get an answer to that question. But you have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Hermit. A lot of people have been getting these cards that are really saying that you shouldn't be working so hard. And, I believe that we're in a time of efficiency where, it's like, we still might have to work hard, but, I really believe that the universe is asking people to be as efficient as possible, not necessarily to work hard, right? Now, hard work might come along with it, but again, pretty much all the readings, for the last set of readings that I did, all kind of had a message that was very similar. And what's interesting is you have the Ten of Wands, which is like working too hard, and you have the Empress. The Empress, all she has to do is wave that scepter in front of her and the wheat will grow. So the Empress kind of represents ease or, doing something without having to do much work. And again, I want to state that, again, of course, you're still going to have to do work, but, it does look to me like a lot of you are focused on wealth in this reading or abundance. You have the Nine of Pentacles right next to this guy here. You have the Empress, Knight of Pentacles at the end. So, a lot of cards of, getting a result for the work that you do. You have the Ten of Wands. I kind of feel like you are very close to something. The story of the Ten of Wands is that he planted those 10 wands and he's about to reach his home here. So it's like, yeah, he's burdened, but he's about to get to the finish line and he is about to have a harvest. So I feel for a lot of you, you're actually probably closer to a harvest than you think. And that is definitely what I feel with this Ten of Wands energy. You have the Hermit, another clue that you are at a finish line, right? The Hermit, he has been through a dark night of the soul, which I think you probably have. He's been through darkness. He's now shining his inner light. So I do feel for a lot of you that you've been through a difficult period of time. And the Hermit is kind of just saying to me that you are done with this difficult period of time. Like I feel like you have completed something. And I don't normally feel that on the Hermit. It's like, yeah, he can represent those things. But to me, he's more about needing to shine your inner light. But I get more of a message of the fact that you have completed a long journey and now you could be getting your rewards or whatever. And so, again, that is definitely very good. So let's see what comes up here. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card. Yeah, you've been very patient. With the King of Pentacles, I feel like you've been trying to make changes to change your financial situation or your abundance. And again, this could be any type of abundance that you desire. It doesn't have to just be money. But the Temperance card says that you've been patiently working on making a change. The Temperance card is really a card of alchemy. It's like turning your situation around or taking your situation and taking it from one place to another. And I kind of feel like that's what you've done. With the Ten of Wands, you have the King of Wands. See, I feel like you're feeling much more motivated as well. I was going to say this on the Ace of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Swords in the good stuff. So the Knight of Swords in the good stuff would represent momentum. And so, but again, I feel like you're feeling much more motivated with the King of Wands, which is probably creating momentum, which is helping you to build things faster. We also have the King and Queen of Wands here, so if you are looking for love, we have the Empress as well. There definitely could be like a very fiery connection coming in for you. With the Hermit, you have the Three of Swords. Maybe some of you experienced a heartbreak, or I'm even just getting a heartbreaking situation, so it might not have been love. It might have been some other type of situation that made you sad. And I feel the Hermit is saying, like, you've been through it, you've been through the darkness, and now you're coming out the other side and you're shining your inner light. The Three of Swords is also about forgiveness. So with the Three of Swords, we have to forgive. We have to remove those swords from our heart by forgiving a past situation and removing the swords from the heart. So, basically, what I'm trying to spit out here, Scorpio, is that It's like sometimes we have to forgive something in our own heart. We can't forgive the situation directly. And I feel the Three of Swords is saying, like, it's okay to forgive something in your heart and move on. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have the Silent Wisdom card, and you also have this Protection card. So I feel you are protected. I also feel that you could be discovering something very inspirational with that Sphinx card, the Silent Wisdom card, because you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is sometimes just like a spark of hope or a spark of inspiration, and I do feel some of you could be experiencing that. We'll talk about it. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Six of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles says that you have developed your independence. I kind of feel like your first row is being canceled out by this card, and I don't mean canceled out. I mean, like, this card is saying to me everything that the first row said. It's in a certain way. So I feel it's saying you've been through these challenges. These challenges have taught you a lot of lessons, and the Nine of Pentacles is heaven on earth. Like, she is trying to create heaven on earth. And so I feel for a lot of you, through the lessons you've learned how to be independent, how to take care of yourself. She has 6 pentacles over here and 3 pentacles over here. And this represents the fact that she's willing to give 3 pentacles to any situation in her life, but she always keeps more than enough for herself. So she never gives more than 3 pentacles to a situation. And so that's what I feel here with the Nine of Pentacles, is that you're not going to overgive in any situation in your life. She's also very focused, and we also have the Queen of Wands going this way. And so the Queen of Wands is very focused on this sunflower. The sunflower points towards the sun. And so I would make sure that you are focusing on, like, love, joy, happiness, peace, all those other good things. You have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is out with the old and with the new. This castle back here is crumbling. The Ace of Wands is kind of like something new in your life that you have a desire to do. The Ace of Wands is sometimes like a spark. It's just like a spark of hope or a spark of inspiration. And then we have to take that spark and we have to turn it into a fire. And it's interesting that you have like all these wands right here with the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. It's almost like you're bringing wood to the fire in your life, right? And so I feel like really to make this more simple, I feel what this is saying is like all the things you've been through are like now you're seeing why it was worth it to go through what you went through, because it's like all those experiences, all the lessons are kind of like the wood for your fire, if that makes sense. Probably not. You have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups could be like a new soulmate. Not really a love reading, although there is a little bit of love here. So again, if you want love, there could be like a soulmate coming in for you, I feel. I also feel that the Six of Cups can be a gift from the universe, and usually the gift we receive from the Six of Cups is a turnaround, meaning we've been experiencing an obstacle, and then we get the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups kind of represents the removal of the obstacle, but like that is the gift that we're receiving. And we have the Hermit right here. And so, again, I think that some of you have been through a period of darkness, and this reading is saying you're coming out the other side. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. We go down to the Knight of Swords here. This is definitely about maintaining momentum or kind of creating more momentum in your life. With this type of energy, with the Knight of Swords, I would be moving towards things that are working more in your life and cutting out the rest, because that will create more momentum. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. How many queens do you have here? Well, I guess you only have 2, but, yeah, 2. But what I wanted to say is King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. If you do want love, I do like the King and Queen of Pentacles together because they really... Oh, you have 3 queens. You do. I totally didn't see this Queen of Cups. But the King and Queen of Pentacles are very positive, can definitely represent 2 people who want something permanent and want a strong connection. One thing I will say about 3 queens, now if we get 4 queens, this is not going to be true, but 3 queens can represent like gossip or jealousy, and I would just totally ignore the gossip and the jealousy if you are dealing with that. With the Six of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles, 2 sixes. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love 2 sixes. 2 sixes are kind of like, they're kind of like confirmation for your path. They basically say that you're going in the right direction, you're doing the right thing at this time. And so that could be true for a lot of you. The Six of Pentacles would also represent equal give and take. So if you have been dealing with a situation, it doesn't have to be love, could be in like work or business as well, where you haven't been getting like paid your worth, or you haven't been getting what you deserve. This could be you getting what you deserve from a situation. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this African Lynx card. It says silence, body language, and prophecy. You have this cheetah. It says speediness, shrewdness, and loquacious. So I feel for a lot of you that, kind of, I didn't I say this to you recently, that you should be kind of like operating in silence, and that you should be not sharing with people like what your next move is, right? And so I definitely feel that's true. There is a lot of speed in this reading. We have the Knight of Swords twice. Ace of Wands can be a card of speed as well. So I feel that if you're doing anything, or if you've been working on something, that there could be like, whatever you're working on could be speeding up, and you could be making a lot of progress at this time. You have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Strength card. The Queen of Cups is about following your heart. Funny enough, I read the Queen of Cups as you. Most people read her as Cancer, and she can be Cancer. She could be any water sign, but I read her as you, Scorpio. So I feel like, this card is talking about being very passionate and following your passions, especially with the Queen of Wands as well. The Queen of Wands is very passionate. She has a desire to do something. And so I feel like your heart is guiding you like everybody else, but especially you fixed signs. I always say that you fixed signs are definitely, I believe, being led by your heart, or being asked to by the universe to follow your heart more than anyone else. So I would definitely follow your heart. The Queen of Wands, she has this sunflower right here. And the sunflower points towards the sun, and so she is needing to move towards her joy, happiness, desire, all that other stuff. And so if there's something that you desire to do, I would just do it and follow your heart and your desires, because it's probably leading to something bigger and better. She has this black cat right here, and the black cats in the tarot are considered, during the times of tarot, black cats were considered unlucky. The whole point of the black cat on the Queen of Wands is that she doesn't care what anyone thinks. So if there's something that you want to do in your life, or if there's something you want to do with your life, this says you need to do it no matter what. No matter what anyone thinks about it, or no matter what anyone has to say about it, you just need to do it. So if you're thinking about making a change or moving in a new direction, it's like clearly this is going to lead to you being in Empress mode. You have the Strength card. Again, I think Ten of Wands, Hermit, both of those cards represent doing something that would develop a lot of strength. And so I feel you have developed a lot of strength. The thing with the Strength card is that she is taming this lion. This lion has its tail between its legs here, and the lion is submitting to her. And so it kind of says that this is something that she has to do every single day, because the lion represents her inner beast, her inner critic, her inner demons. So I feel for a lot of you, you have to really make sure that you're kind of like listening to your inner voice, or your inner critic here. And, you need to be the one that's in control. And again, with the three queens, there might be people talking about you or whatever that are causing you to doubt yourself. And so just like a little bit of a side message here, if you are dealing with that, I feel like you need to prove those people wrong, and also don't listen to them. But it's like I know as someone who works in social media, who posts about 1 million times a day, I can tell you that I get tons of people who will say things that cause me to doubt myself, and then I have to tell myself this is just a person who has a picture of Barney as their profile. Like, why would I even listen to that, right? And so I kind of get that feeling for you here, where it's like you need to make sure that you're looking at who you're listening to, and put it into perspective so that you don't get hurt. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you need to put up boundaries. The Nine of Wands also says you need to not give up. I feel like a lot of you are about to accomplish something that has required a lot of strength because of the Ten of Wands and the Hermit. And, the Nine of Wands is saying don't give up. You're very close to your goal. And I do feel like you're very close to your goal in this reading. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords here. The Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction, only seeing one way of doing things. Again, all the fixed signs kind of get this energy, and I would just make sure that you're not staying stuck because of something, or that you're not getting into a situation where you're stuck. The Eight of Swords says even if you think there's only one way to do something, there are 1 million ways to do it, and it just is about opening up to other solutions, and that's what I would do there. With the Strength card, you have the Four Swords. Four Swords is resting, relaxing, recovering. So I feel for a lot of you, if you need a break, take a break. But I kind of feel like this is also, again, talking about receiving blessings for what you've been through. With the Hermit and the Six of Cups, kind of being a gift from the universe. I almost feel like some of you are getting a break. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Howl at the Moon. It says process your feelings. You have this your Yang Moon. Sorry, it says strength on it. So you've developed a lot of strength. We had that Pisces eclipse recently on September 17th, and eclipses can last for like 6 months. So you might have been dealing with this energy you might deal with this energy for a long time, and you're a water sign, so it definitely affected you more than other people. And this Pisces eclipse was all about processing your emotions and looking at how you feel about things. And I feel like this is kind of saying that your emotions are controlling your strength, or your emotions are determining how strong you are. And so I would focus on developing emotions that make you stronger, is what I feel like that's saying. You have the Knight of Pentacles. I really like this in the area of the good stuff. In your reading, with the way these cards are set up, I feel like you've been feeling a little bit stuck in the mud, where it's like you try to make progress, but you're just like spinning your tires, And I feel the good news here is that the Knight of Pentacles in the good stuff is saying that you are finally making progress towards whatever the hell you want, really. And so I feel that's all I get on this card is progress. You have the Empress, and the Empress is, of course, very good. Could represent you stepping into Empress mode. I feel like you've learned a lot. She normally has these 12 stars on her crown, which represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. And so she's kind of like learned from all the signs, if that makes sense. And I feel like you've learned a lot on your journey. She's also able to create abundance like more easily because she can just wave that scepter in front of her and she can make it grow. So I feel that for a lot of you. I'm also getting the word process is popping into my head. It's like sometimes we have to develop a process that is repeatable to create success, right? And so I feel for a lot of you, if you are not yet experiencing Empress mode, this could represent you needing to develop some sort of process to become more successful. And that's what I would do with the Empress, especially if you have a business. You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is about charging forward towards success, especially in the good stuff. Like normally outside of the good stuff, it can represent being too hasty or moving too quickly or making a decision too quickly. But in the good stuff, it would definitely say that you're building momentum, like you're creating more speed or things are moving more quickly for you. It can also represent, you charging towards success. I also feel like you're charging towards like a big change. And, again, I think after that Pisces eclipse, even though, if you're watching this in October, we're like 2 weeks after it, doesn't matter. You're going to be dealing with that energy for a while. We have another Pisces eclipse September 7th of next year, and then another one on August 28th of 2026. So really, we're kind of in this Pisces eclipse energy for a while. And, I would just say that there could be a lot of changes to your emotions. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. Yep, taking the lead, finally moving on. I feel like you're finally moving on from something that's been keeping you stuck. Like what's been keeping him stuck is his comfort zone. He's just standing at the top of his castle. His village is right down here, and he has the whole world in his hands, and he needs to get out into the world to go have new experiences. And that's pretty much what I feel like it's saying you're doing, is like you're leaving some sort of comfort zone or something that's kept you stuck so that you can have something better. With the Empress, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you can do to work together with other people is going to be a good idea. Three of Pentacles is also amazing for quality work. So if you are doing a good job, then, it kind of says you are doing a good job. And it is saying that your results will speak for themselves. This is also really good for, for those of you that are creative, or for those of you that work on creative projects. This could say that you're getting a lot of recognition, or you're about to get a lot of recognition on those creative projects, which could lead to more money. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Hangman. The Hangman is about, I feel in the good stuff, it's kind of saying that you're leaving Hangman mode. The Hangman he has kind of sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs so that he can gain enlightenment. But in the good stuff, I'd say you've gained enlightenment on what your next steps need to be. You have this Archway card. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So that I love this card. I mean, to me, it just says there's a new opportunity. You have the Ace of Wands, which I'm losing my voice. Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. So definitely a solid new opportunity. You have this Bridge card. It says successfully overcoming a problem. Can't make that up. Six of Cups, we talked about this, how the Six of Cups can be a gift from the universe, and the gift we usually receive is overcoming an obstacle. So that's like a little bit of confirmation for you. You have this hat card that says you will be playing a different role. So yeah, I feel that there could be a change coming in for you in work or business, and this could just be the change. You have this leg card. It says stepping into new experiences. Two of Wands. Like if I were a fixed sign, that's the only thing I would be focused on is kind of like stepping into new experiences, doing new things, trying new ways of doing things, experimenting. All of that. Didn't you have the Nine of Wands, or am I making that up? You do have the Nine of Wands. So I cannot see that Queen of Cups and that Nine of Wands. That's the same card, basically, that I couldn't see earlier. But the Nine of Wands is about throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So if you have any new ideas, any new innovative ideas, I would just try them and see what sticks. Next, you have this February card. I always clarify these monthly cards. You have this career card. So there could be a big career change by the month of February. And again, it's not like I feel you're actively working towards a change right now. But again, the actual change could happen in February, or there could be a boost in the month of February. But Scorpio, this looks very, very good. I love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.